This place is a Tillamook County landmark. The history absolutely envelops you, and you can't help but be moved by it. This was one of 17 hangars that were built during World War II for blimps, and it's only one of 7 that are actually remaining in the United States, and the only one the public has access to. To me, it's a representation of where we came from. The hangar is absolutely enormous. It's 1,072 feet long, 296 feet wide, and then 192 feet up to the crown. They used about 3.3 million board feet of Oregon lumber, specifically Douglas fir, to build the hangar. That's enough lumber to build 279 three-bedroom homes. They chose Tillamook because they wanted to be in a coastal area since they were doing anti-submarine patrol, and it was the northernmost site at the time where freezing and icing conditions really weren't a major hazard. They started construction in November of 1942. It took them 9 months to build this hangar. The weather was so treacherous here when they were building it, and the fog so thick that they actually had to string telephone lines from the top of the hangar to workers down below so they could communicate with each other. The hangars were only in operation during the World War II era, so 1942 to 1948. After the war, there wasn't much use for the hangars, so the hangars were used to store surplus aircraft. In 1994, there was a group of aviation enthusiasts who wanted to utilize the hangar to store aircraft. There's 7 acres under one roof, so we have an abundance of space here in the hangar. So we really have something out here for everybody at the museum. We have this magnificent historic World War II structure here with incredible historic airplanes with histories of their own. We're really not like a traditional museum where the floors are spit and polished, where you're being kept at arm's length from the exhibits. We want folks to approach the exhibits and interact with the exhibits. I think that really moves people. It's so important to remember the past, remember our history, remember what we went through as a country, and to pass those lessons down to future generations.